God, that's a right load of straw we've got to put in this morning. It was them bales from that pig farm. And actually they have got a value because some of them are very good, some of them are crap, like that one on top there and that one on top there. We'll just put them down the passages, but he's off to Jeremy's spreading muck for 3 days, so we won't see him for 3 days. Kind of tempting there, but bloody hell, that's a good tractor. It really is. Lovely to drive. It's just a lovely environment to sit in. God, these are mucky. Right, I'll crack up. Where's my loader? We've only got one load. Well, we've got 1.5 loaders because class is on light duties only. It does a bit. I was bugging about in my garden yesterday. I had cement mixer on, putting a few sets in and one thing and another. But class is on light duties, but the JCB's broke down. It's electrical, it won't start. Well, it did and it didn't, it did and it didn't, and then it won't start. Anyway, Frank's got every bloody wire and fuse out of it, and he can't fathom it out. It just isn't getting a proper live. So he'll get to the bottom of it, but Friday he gave up. So, but it's a right mess. You can cab out fuse boards out of it, and anyway. So Manitou to the rescue. Putting a light cover, well, it's a ferry covering a muck on this carrot land. Topping with spring barley. It's too late for wheat. I mean, there is a few people still doing a bit of wheat, but far too late in my opinion. So yeah, we're giving it a fairish covering a muck. These two fields next door to each other. Before end of week, I want to get them in, but he's having to use a bloody bucket because our muck grabbers. Well, it's absolutely knackered. So anybody with a Manitou muck grab for sale, give us a shout. One what ain't got bent tines and pisses oil out. That's the model we bought. Yeah, and then he'll get it ploughed later on. Beautiful day. Jake's injecting slurry over there. I've got Frank coming to a couple of 3 mechanicking jobs. We've bought a load of straw for our neighbour, and yeah. Job's good, guess what done. Most of our cereals on Lightland have had a foliar feed now. Chemical called Bioplex, what I keep crowing on about, but it seems to work for us. And I've bought an IBC full of it and all, and saved myself £2 a litre. And it's only £5 something a litre anyway, when you buy it in little 5 litre drums, so quite a saving. Grass is growing like mad. Well, it's a mixture of grasses plus clovers and one thing and another, so we claim on the SFI front, and it makes beautiful silage, and it's really shifting. We're hoping to get it rolled. In fact, I think in the next day or two we'll get it rolled, because last time Jake slit it with it just lifted quite a bit of sward up. I think we'll pick it up in our mower, so we just want to sort of pack it down or we get too much growth, if I'm making any sense. But now sprayer's broke. Well, everything's broke down today. Sprayer's broke down. One at Loaders is broke down. JCB's got electrical faults, and Frank's got it all in bits, but can't seem to fathom it out. Sprayer, we've lost hydraulic pressure, so I think the oil pump's gone, which it's into massive job, but I'll have to go get one, I think. So yeah, all we need now is a mechanic. Come on, Frank. Just trying to rectify a few problems on our KRM drill. It's got two lift rams on the coulter bar, and we can't get them to go up and come down together, and it's straining the frame and damaging the frame. So to be fair, this is an optional extra. Before, most people just have two top links, so they adjust the depth with top links. But what we adjust the depth with, we can pull the hydraulic coulter bar up to you see where the big R clips are and them holes on there. That's your depth control. So I can't see why we can't go back to just two top links. But the advantage is there is we can power our headland without drilling, which is quite good. But no, I'm afraid it's going to break it again. We're breaking pins and one thing or another because it's going up and down, bloody staggered. So not very good. Phil's coming up. It is 5 o'clock, but don't know. I would have thought he's bust something, unless he has to go for some reason. I'm washing that power off because it was covered in soil, blackgrassy soil as well, and Phil's doing some light land tomorrow with it, so it wanted which is blackgrass free. Sprayer problems, which is good news and bad news. This little hydraulic pump, what drives my the main water pump on the well, this little gizmo on the sprayer, must have fried itself, which is good in a way because that one's broken. But we had an inkling that it was the front one, which is here. There's a pair of oil pumps there on this machine, which is driven by the crank, and we thought one of them was poorly. But yesterday I was losing pressure, and it was that hydraulic motor sort of, well, slowing down to a degree it wants spraying properly. So hopefully one's coming tomorrow. And anyway, we tested it with Frank's gizmos, and job's a good one. I reckon he's wanting to knock off, which we aren't that busy at the moment anyway. Marvellous invention, wasn't it? The battery grease gun. We had a Sealy one when Phil first started. He persuaded us to get a Sealy one, and to be fair, that was not but trouble. Well, it was always airlocked, and it was crap, to be fair. Anyway, we've got two of these Milwaukee ones now, and they just make greasing a machine so easy, don't they? You know, you're not like struggling with your grease nipple end and pumping, if you know what I mean. You know, so, but yeah, dear, it was. The first thing we ever bought Milwaukee was, and I ain't sponsored by Milwaukee. The first thing we bought was a grinder. We bought the little grinder. Then we bought a grease gun. Then I think we were doing a lot of Yorkshire boarding, so we bought a circular saw and then a little nibbler. Oh no, we had the air ratchets first, 3/4, half and 3/4, and then we bought the big grinder, the big grinder, and the big inch gun. That's a bit of an animal, is the inch gun. And then with we got a grinder, big grinder. What else we got? A little die grinder, that's marvellous. Little nibbler. Oh, little ratchet we've just acquired. So we've got all sorts of stuff, and it just makes life so easy. As anything to make life easy. So yeah, these like this. We've got a couple of these Lely Powers, and tell you what, there's nothing wrong with them. I mean, they were very, very cheap at sales. We've got one with a big diameter crumbler roller on, which makes a fantastic job, and you can go like hell with it as well. And then we've got one with a packer on, what was under our old drill. That's a good power. They're the type of money what you pick them up at sales, use them till they break, and then just scrap them or put them in a sale and get shut of them. Someone will buy them for bits. But yeah, good power. We toyed with the idea of keeping the Mashio 6 metre, but anyway, I flogged it. So, but yeah, good cheap arrows really. But I've washed it all off because it was covered in like black grassy soil, and I've got the thickest of it off, and just to keep our sand land where he's going working tomorrow a little bit cleaner. Oh yeah, it's about 5:30 and it's still lovely and daylight, and birds were singing earlier on. I think spring's in the air, I really do. So, but right, put this guide back together and grease the other end of the shaft, and that's it, about night for me.